welcome. Here we are on the farm, and we've got a great day for you here today. And where's Sammy gone? He was here a minute ago. Oh. And I almost forgot to wear my special farmer's hat. And since we're on the farm, you know what I think we need to do? I think we need to sing a song. So
Dad.
What?
Don't sing.
Don't sing. Why not?
Because we want we want the people to watch the video.
Okay, yeah, maybe good point. All right. Well, look, we are here on a farm, and we've got lots of farm equipment. Let me find some. Oh, here's some farm equipment. We have got a special tractor, so we are ready for our story on the farm here today.
Oh,
A quad bike. Yeah, we got a quad bike. That's pretty cool. A ute. Yeah, we got a ute. Definitely one of those on the farm. And what? Oh, a monster truck. Okay, this is going to be a fun farm, isn't it? Well, today we are thinking about seeds. And did you know, well, I know you know, you've got a granny, a very clever granny who does a lot of science teaching. And she gave you a seed making kit. And just have a look at what happens when you try and grow those seeds. Each one of these seeds will grow into something. We're going to learn about that today. But before we do that, I'm going to teach you something. You ready?
ready.
And you can do this with us if you like, or you can just watch us being a little bit silly. Okay, here we go. Do this. Ready? Stomp. Boom, boom, boom. Like that. Stomp, 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 stomp. And then do this. And then in a minute you go like this. Go. And then at the end you go, the big smile. Now we're going to do a story because this story is a story that Jesus told, and it's about a farmer. Oh, you're going to get the seeds. Hang on, we got to do the activity. We're going to do the actions first. You won't be able to do them with the seeds in your hand. Just put a few in your hand. Okay. And this is about a farmer who went out sowing seeds. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Once upon a time, there was a farmer who went out and sowed seeds.
Yeah.
Do you know what sowing means?
Yes.
What does it mean?
You can sow.
It means planting the seeds.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so he plants a seed. Hang on, let's do it. Ready? So march on the ground. The sower was out sowing, and some of the seeds fell on the path, and they got trampled on, and birds came and ate them up. But some of the seeds fell on rocky ground. And those seeds started to grow, but they didn't have very deep roots. And when they started to grow up, they would shrivel and die because they didn't have enough moisture. Some of the seeds, here we go, ready? They fell amongst weeds and thorns that choked them out. But some of the seeds fell on good soil and, put your arms up. They grew and they made beautiful plants with 30, 60, 100 grains of wheat on them. When I was a teenager, I drew this story. First up, the seeds are sown by the farmer. Okay. And where do they fall first? Have a look at that. Where do they go? No, this one. Have a look. Have a look at the picture.
Did they get sown?
Where do they go? They go
on the ground.
But what happens to them?
They got trampled on and birds eat them.
So what happens to the plant?
They die.
Yeah, there's no plant that doesn't grow up. That's like people who hear Jesus' words from the Bible, the stories of the Bible, but they don't understand it. And it doesn't go in. It goes in one ear, whoop, and it goes whoop, straight out the other ear. Can you do that? Ready? In one ear and whoop, straight out the other ear. They hear it, but it doesn't make any difference. They don't understand it. They don't listen to it. And they don't apply it in their lives. That's like the seed that falls on the path and it gets trampled on. Some of the seeds fell on this soil. What's happening in that one?
They get squashed by rock.
They don't get squashed by the rock, but the soil is not very deep. Yeah. And what happens is the seed goes in, starts to grow, but then there's not a lot of soil. And when things start to become a problem, then the seeds die. That is like some people that hear about Jesus. They accept his message gladly, but you know what happens?
What?
Well, people start to say mean things to them, or start to say, why do you go to church? Who cares about church? Or why do you read the Bible? And they go, and they get a little bit scared, and they decide to walk away. They decide that it's not important enough. So that's pretty sad. That's like the seed that falls amongst the stones. Some of the seed fell in this sort of soil. Have a look at that. What's happening here?
Thorns and
thistles. That's right. And that's like people who hear about Jesus, but then all of the things of life, like their Lego becomes more important, their money becomes more important, all the things around them that they see in the world become more important than Jesus' message. So for them, it starts to grow inside. They hear the message, it goes in, but then the other things start to choke it out. And all the other things around them in life become much more important. And they don't care about Jesus. But there's a last type of soil. What's the last type of soil, Sammy?
the good soil.
The good soil. It looks like that, doesn't it? And that is nice, deep, rich soil with some nice moisture in it. And do you know what that's like?
It's Yola Baloo.
It's great, isn't it? Yeah, well, that is like people that hear Jesus' message. It goes in and they think about it, they wrestle with it, and they understand what Jesus is saying. That's what the parable says. It's those that understand Jesus' message that will produce fruit. And it says sometimes 30, 60, or 100-fold. That means one little seed becomes 30 seeds or 60 seeds or 100 seeds. It's like that message of Jesus produces fruit in other people's lives, and they spread it to others. Isn't that amazing, Sammy?
Yes.
That's what the parable is about. And I think maybe it's time for me to finish with a bit of a song. Here we go. Okay, here we go. This is a song I wrote called There Was a Farmer, okay?
Yeah.
And it goes like this. There was a farmer. What a great song. I enjoyed that. So think about the parable of those 4 soils and which one are you? Thanks, Emmy. Thanks, everybody.
Bye.